they say, damn, LeBron's saluting and big up in a drug dealer. Is it cool to be a drug dealer? LeBron likes him.
All right, so y'all know the other day, Big Meech was released from prison. Now, I don't know whether or not he's fully out or if he's still at the halfway house, but I know he's out of the main facility he was at. So, I saw LeBron James welcome Big Meech home, and that seemed to upset a lot of people. And they felt like LeBron was not living up to his duties as a role model by welcoming home Big Meech. I saw Wack 100 talking about this with academics, so I want to let y'all hear what he had to say. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe.
Bro, yeah, well, he shouldn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen hip hop. LeBron James said, "Welcome home, Big Meech." I've never seen.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The culture or black culture has welcoming him home like almost like.
Yeah, but see,
like
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with that. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with that. See, if I say it, I sound like a hater. But now, LeBron, you know, respectfully, what you've just done is all the kids have been watching you and looking at you and looking at your son because of the sports and watching you do these things with the school programs and invest in schools and all these things. Now they just saw you welcome home a guy that they don't know. And now the kids are Googling, and now they just seen LeBron James glorify and salute a drug dealer. Now, I know it sounds crazy coming out of my mouth, but we having grown man conversation, right?
Wait, hold on. All right, so let me ask you this, right? Because that's what I was also telling my chat earlier. I said,
it's crazy. It don't even look right.
Wait. Let me ask you though. Because you're older than me. You would definitely know way more than me. Is he? By how many people are welcoming him back? It feels like he meant more to the black community than only being a drug dealer. Like, I don't know if he's.
I don't know what you act. Look, I don't give a fuck what you mean more to, right? Let's take Frank Lucas and the rest of these drug kingpin dudes, and he wasn't on their level, but he was up there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't give a fuck. Let's just be real, and I gotta speak on this because I saw my man Captain Tazariot, who part of the Hebrew Israelites, speak on it. Listen, they passed out turkeys, okay? They brought some people some cars. They took care of some people in the projects. But everything was done, right? By what? By the genocidal act of flooding the motherfucking streets with some shit that was cancerous to our people called a drug, right? So you can say what you want to say, bro, about that. But when you come from being a drug kingpin and you say you looked out for people, you fuck more people up than you looked out for. So when you got a guy like LeBron of his magnitude and his stature say, welcome home, Big Meech, the only defense I can give LeBron is hopefully he's referring to the reestablish the you know, the Big Meech that let's say is the gonna turn into a movie star, a TV star, but you know, when he does that, it makes the people that follow him and look up to him say, okay, well, who is this guy? And when they go read about him, they say, damn, LeBron's saluting and big up in a drug dealer. Is it cool to be a drug dealer? Shit, LeBron likes him.
Now, this is crazy because this is like the pot calling the kettle black. Wack 100 is a manager of hip-hop artists. How many drug dealers has he promoted? How many gangster rappers has he promoted? And what are they selling to the youth? Even though a lot of them guys might be successful, the same thing he said about Big Meech where he said, okay, you're buying turkeys and all of this other stuff, buying cars, but the selling of drugs was more detrimental to society than the good things you did as a drug dealer. Well, somebody could say the same about gangster rap and the same about all of the artists that Wack 100 has managed. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, are you speaking to the role model that LeBron James is? And are you holding him to a standard that you don't hold yourself? And I haven't even added in the fact that Wack is a ex-gang member, gang affiliated, and all of those other things. It's a slippery slope when we start pointing fingers at these specific things in hip hop and trying to say what's right when our hands are dirty, right? I can't sit here and try to talk about all of these young dudes promoting drugs and all of this negative stuff in music if I'm listening to the music, which I am. I could take somebody aside and try to tell a young person that this is not the route you should be going down. Not to mention, you got this whole narrative now where they say the younger artists are doing the drugs while the older artists was selling the drugs, right? Jay-Z was rapping about selling it. Future rapping about taking the drugs. But regardless how you look at either side, they're both wrong. They're both wrong. You know what I mean? So it's so weird when I see people try to point these fingers at these specific things as if you're not in the culture like everybody else. And shout out to the Kendrick Lamars. Shout out to the J. Coles. But we know every artist in hip hop, that's not their content. So we can't sit here and try to hold LeBron to some standard when we not holding ourselves to the same standard when it comes to this genre, when it comes to this art form, hip hop, rap, culture, whatever. LeBron is from the East Coast. I'm from Detroit. Look, why is BMF so popular? Why is Power so popular? These are the lifestyles that a lot of us like to watch. We like to consume this kind of content. It's familiar to us. By the way, I don't see Wack holding 50 Cent to some high standard for promoting these type of shows and putting out these shows like Power and BMF and Book of Power and all this other stuff. You don't hold him to that same standard, but now you want to talk about LeBron. See, we congratulate 50 on putting out these shows, and I'm not trying to knock 50 because we know these are the type of shows and the type of content that a lot of people in our community like to watch and they like to, gravitate to and take in. But you can't say nothing about LeBron shouting out Big Meech if you're not going to hold that same standard to 50 Cent. And while it might be unfortunate, in a lot of neighborhoods, people look up to the drug dealer. They've been helped financially or out of some kind of domestic dispute. They've been helped by the drug dealer. They look to the drug dealer to protect their neighborhood. I'm not saying it's the best role model, but it's a fact of life that a lot of us from those type of environments have accepted. And it's the reason why somebody like Wack 100 is a big producer of a lot of the, let's say, hood, negative type of TV shows that we see all the time. He's the one always trying to do a documentary on somebody like Suge Knight, on somebody like Big Meech. He has a lot of people that have came out of jail and he was trying to get the documentary rights and all of this other stuff. He's always trying to promote that. He's working with Ray J and a lot of the hood ratchet stuff he putting on TV. But you want to sit here and talk about LeBron bigging up Big Meech? And this whole conversation about the kids who look up to LeBron, they Googling Big Meech. These kids ain't looking up Big Meech. If you know about Big Meech, you know. These kids not interested in that. They not taking no time out of their TikTok scrolling time to look up Big Meech. I'm sorry, they not doing it just because LeBron put out a tweet. LeBron don't hardly ever tweet. If you know Big Meech, you know. If you not from that era, you don't care. These kids don't care. We talking about a totally different era. Big Meech been locked up so long, he barely even looked the same. Okay? And I like to think that when you're talking about the Frank Lucases and the Big Meeches and the positive stuff that they did while they were out, even though they got the money from ill-gotten gain, I like to think that LeBron is speaking from that narrative. Or like Wack said, speaking from the fact that he should be reformed and he's getting out to do better things, more positive things. Because just because LeBron is shouting him out, it don't mean, hey, I'm supporting all of the negative things you did. And here's the thing. Everybody else can post what they want to post on social media. Why can't LeBron? Why can't a man of color? We see a lot of people with different color skin post all type of reckless shit on Twitter and Instagram. But now we got another brother trying to hold LeBron to some standard as if him bigging up Big Meech is the worst thing ever that's been posted on Twitter. We got to stop this, y'all. We got to stop this. I rock with Wack, but he sounds like a hypocrite in this situation. Your hands not clean, brother. Your hands not clean. Don't try to hold LeBron to some standard you don't hold yourself to. Please, please. Let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.